You know, the weather has been a little confusing these days because, Dani, we've got the clouds in the morning.
Yes, I know.
And I'm thinking that, you know, it's actually not dry out there, but we have fire weather to contend with.
Yes, I know. And you know, the thing is, Susie, we haven't been dealing with the red flag warnings, but still, it's a little bit warm in some areas, especially for areas like the Inland Empire. It's been warm, it's been dry, and a little bit gusty out there as well. But the marine layer is going to help later in the week. So you guys, we're going to talk about it, and we're going to get to your 4th of July forecast as well, Suze. Thank you for joining me in the next weather sphere. And so we're going to be breaking that down because it's a big holiday weekend.
It is,
right?
We need good weather.
So we're going to be talking about that. Welcome to our next weather sphere. Let's open up our barn doors and let's talk about what's happening next. Something big that I want to talk about, it's our air quality, and I want to pull that up on our map right here. You're going to see a lot of little dots on your screen, and in areas like the Inland Empire, you're seeing a lot of yellow dots. This is where our air quality is compromised right now, and that's because we have all of this wildfire smoke out there right now. There is an air quality alert in place until 6 o'clock tomorrow night, and that's because of wildfire smoke that's in the air in the Inland Empire because we have been dealing with several fires in those areas. So I want to talk about what this means over the coming days. Let me break this down. Make sure you and your family feel prepared going into the next couple of days. It's still a little bit gusty out there. So winds are dying down from earlier today, but we're still seeing some winds through the Inland Empire, Banning, over into Riverside. It's still breezy in Palm Springs, and then also in areas like Santa Clarita up through the high deserts. We still have gusty conditions, and that continues tomorrow. It's been hot, it's been dry, and it's been breezy. We have not been looking at good relative humidity, and that's what's made it really tough for the firefight. So let's talk about what's next, because I got to tell you, changes are on the way. We're still toasty Tuesday. More morning clouds are going to pop up, a slow cooling trend for Wednesday and Thursday, and then we have seasonal temperatures by the time we get to Friday. So it's a big Friday. It's the 4th of July. Let's talk about those temperatures. Wherever you're celebrating, it's going to be super beautiful out there. Downtown Los Angeles, upper 70s. Pasadena, low 80s, 73 in Newport Beach. Anaheim, 82, lower 90s in San Bernardino. And those changes that we're seeing from this point into Friday, all because of this guy right here. We have a trough of low pressure. He's digging down, and this guy is going to increase our onshore flow. That means the sea breeze is going to pick up, and it's going to start dragging in more clouds. Some of those start popping up tomorrow with morning lows in the 50s and 60s to start our day, and Burbank will climb into the lower 80s. So let's talk about those temperatures. I want to pull up our map, and you're going to see a couple different things. You're going to see color popping up on your map, and then here's a look at our high temperatures. Those reds that you see indicate temperatures that are above average. So come take a walk with me. Let's talk about your Tuesday afternoon. Okay, 90s. They're back in Santa Clarita. We're looking at mid 80s in areas like Simi Valley. Woodland Hills is back to 90. So west of the mountains, we're going to see some cooling, but follow me this way. Whittier hitting 86 degrees, 89 in Glendora, so we're flirting with the 90s. It's another toasty day, but you can see for areas like Anaheim, a little bit cooler than today in the lower 80s. San Bernardino is back to the mid 90s, 80 in Mission Viejo, 77 in Santa Ana, and hello, San Clemente, you're going to be in the lower 70s. So follow me this way. Tomorrow, we're going to see temperatures that are still warm, and then once we get to later in the week, we are going to be looking at cooler temperatures closer to average for this time of the year. So let's take a look at the next 7 days. Okay, lower 80s until Wednesday, 70s Thursday, and then the 4th of July gets here, and we're going to hit 80 degrees in downtown Los Angeles. Valleys, 90s turn to the upper 80s for Wednesday, Thursday, and then more warming starts this upcoming weekend. We're going to be back in the lower 90s, so not too hot, but still warm. Inland Empire, we're quiet this week, but we are going to see some winds picking up in the afternoon, so we are still looking at elevated fire danger for Tuesday, but cooler by the time we get to Friday. We've got temperatures in the upper 90s in the deserts. Mountains will be in the upper 70s and beaches in the lower 70s. So coming up, Susie, I want to go in depth on your 4th of July and how long this fire danger sticks around. We'll break that down for you coming up in your next weather.
All right, sounds good, Dani. Thank you.
Now you can get your KCAL news, weather, and live stream all in one place on the CBS News app. Download it free today.